Okay, today is Friday, the day after Hurricane Hermine went through. I live in Lakeland, so obviously the hurricane was well north of us, but we received a lot of rain over the last 3 days and it's been flooding, as you can see. And so we're just gonna go take a look at the fruit tree areas and see what is happening with them, to see how everything has held up. I'm going to go over here to the north end of the pond. This is just going to be a quick tour. See, this whole area is filling with water. The pond level has risen a lot. See all this water. There's all water through here. See, I'm standing in water right here. The fruit trees are right here, and everything actually looks really good. But this is why I brought in this extra dirt and put all these trees up on mounds, is because of the potential for flooding in this area. So you can see, everything looks good. This has been blown around a little bit, this guava tree, but nothing significant. Everything actually looks very well. It's just a little wet out here is all. Now I'm going to run over to the north end of the pond, see how everything's doing over in that direction. And it's still raining out right now. That's a fire pit right there. Driveway. Full of water. Pear trees. They're not sitting directly in water, but I'm definitely going to have to do some stuff in this area in the future, because there's a lot of water standing over here. As you can see, avocado, other avocado, and the mounds look good. This mango's been being blown around a little bit by the wind, but we'll straighten that out. This is some dirt I just recently brought in as I've been filling in this area along the fence line. In the last video, this area was all open through here, and now it's filled in with topsoil and compost on top of it, and eventually wood chips. But Kent mango looks fine. Wind pushing it around a little bit, but nothing significant. This looks good here. I've topped this to, it's now branching out, and we'll be getting some branches on this soon. This is getting blown, Valencia Pride's getting blown around a little bit in the wind, but again, things will dry out and we'll get it straightened out. It's fine. The lychee looks fine. It's got new growth coming out of it right now. But so yeah. Yeah, the last of this I've been filling this in. And I've got I've got a hole dug here for a tree to eventually go in, a hole dug right there, and a hole dug right there. As you can see, there's water. You can hear it now. But this whole area is going to get filled in with dirt, just like this over here. Come over here, look at the pond. Yeah, the water level has risen up quite a bit in the last few days. It was much lower than that. This here is completely filled almost with water. Now we'll go over to the front. Walking through water. Driveway. Water. Water. Everywhere is water. Standing water everywhere. This mango tree is on the mound kind of, but you see that's all water. Flooded water over here. That looks fine. You can see something over here. My moringa don't look so good here. I'm gonna have to do some straightening out for my moringa, but this isn't that big of a deal. This moringa grows so fast, and we've been constantly trimming off from it and harvesting it, but it's definitely been seen straighter days as it's getting blown around, and I'm going to be curious to see how well it handles this. As you can see, there's a lot of water all the way around this low-lying area, but there's 4 other moringas in here too that you can't hardly see because the 2 bigger ones are kind of leaning on them right now at the moment, but we'll straighten that out. Water, mulberry trees leaning a little bit from the wind. We'll get that straightened out too. No big deal. The okra has gotten blown down, which is fine. We were about ready to take that out anyhow. We've just replanted the garden, so there's new sprouts and stuff coming up in different places throughout it. Looks like one of the eggplants got blown over, but you can see lots of water in between the beds in this area. Totally flooded. Totally flooded. Water everywhere. Rain barrels. So that's what happened over the last few days. Hopefully it'll dry out over the next week. We'll get some things straightened out. It doesn't appear that there's going to be any major significant damage, so I'm glad we missed that. So enjoy.